What's going on, guys? It is Aqua's back with some more Minecraft. It's been a day or so since we played Minecraft. No particular reason. Saturday was the World at War video. I was really excited for that one. That was a really fun video for me to post, and hopefully it was fun for you guys to watch as well. It was great to finally play that game again. It's been a really long time, and to make things even better, I was able to record it as well. Nothing has really changed in the world since last time I recorded an episode. Really the only difference was I farmed a lot of trees, got a lot more wood, and I widened our tunnel by 1. That was the last thing that I did before I started recording for the next episode, or for the zombies episode that I did. So what I think we're gonna do today is that we're gonna start on the tunnel. Like, actually, we're gonna make it wide by 1 more, as well as we're going to finish off this end piece that's over here, because we actually have to make it wider right here at the end. The world's not loaded yet, so I apologize for that. But right here, you guys can't really see it yet because the world's not loaded. You can see some sheep right there though, but as you see, it goes from this huge tunnel to this 1 block. I also cut down some of the trees that were here just to start giving myself some ideas of what things are going to look like. So what we really need to do is that we actually need to take, I believe we need to take this by 1 more this way. So we'll get rid of this. And I actually need to go Alt Tab out real quick and turn the volume down for my headphones, because that is extremely loud. There we go, that's better. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this entire chunk here out to about here. And then we'll make it look a little bit better by just like tapering it slightly. But let's get rid of this real quick. We'll finish this hopefully, because this is going to be quite a bit longer of an episode, just because I haven't played Minecraft in a couple of days and I kind of feel like playing it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to put that back because that's not a piece that I wanted to break. Wanted to play Minecraft pretty much all day today. I wasn't able to. I woke up not feeling very well, and then I was playing the Infinite Warfare beta pretty much all day as well. I got to the max level on that, so that's cool and stuff like that. So no Infinite Warfare beta videos, guys, though, sadly. I'm actually kind of upset about it because I had some really good matches, and since I'm not able to post any of them, I might as well just talk to you guys about some of them. And I might do another Call of Duty video in the future, except it'll probably be on World at War, because World at War is the only Call of Duty that I can actually post, because I don't have an Elgato, which means I can't record gameplay easily on my Xbox One or PS4. I use the Xbox One game DVR, the recording thing that's actually built into the console, and for some reason every time that I go to upload a video, it either messes up in render or it messes up in upload, so I'm actually unable to even post the video. I can't even get it out of render. So basically there can't be any Call of Duty videos on my channel unless they're on PC, and I'm not going to play the Infinite Warfare beta on PC because my PC would absolutely not be able to handle that. I don't even think that there is an Infinite Warfare beta on PC, for one. So that would be problematic. But yeah. So I've got to sit down, play the beta for a couple hours straight. I'm max level on the beta. And I might as well talk about it, like I said. But before we get into that, this is going to be probably an extra long episode of my Minecraft series, because I wanted to play, and we have a lot of stuff to do and catch up on. So might as well do it. So I think we actually need to make this one more wide, I believe. So this is 5 wide. Now we'll just leave it. That's fine. So actually what we need to do now is we need to take away, this is going to be the entranceway to our tunnel. So, and it's going to be made out of wood. So I really should get the house worked on first and start, you know, finishing the roof on the house there. But we started this project and it's going to take a significant amount of wood, but it won't take very long to actually finish this project. So we're just going to go ahead and finish it now, and then we'll work on the house in the future. But getting into the Infinite Warfare stuff, so like I said, I've had some time to sit down, play the Infinite Warfare beta, and enjoy the Infinite Warfare beta. And I've come to a couple of conclusions, a couple of personal thoughts, and some thoughts that just need to be said in general about the beta. So if you really like the Infinite Warfare beta, that's good on you. I don't want to say I 100% agree with you, but I will slightly agree with you because I do think that it is actually a fairly good beta, and it might be a fairly good game. This is where I'm going to catch some flack, but I think that the Infinite Warfare beta is probably, the game is probably going to be one of the better Call of Duties within the last few years of there being some. It's definitely better than Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare, I mean, and it is definitely better than Ghosts. Better than Black Ops 3. Who knows? Obviously, the full game's not out yet, so there's no way to tell. But getting into, you know, obviously the whole hatred thing about the game was, you know, Call of Duty in space. Yeah, there is the space maps if you haven't played the beta yet, but you're not actually, like, there's no low gravity. The only time that there is low gravity in the beta that actually, like, takes effect on your character is when you die. Once you die, you get shot or whatever, that's when your body kind of floats up to the sky, in this case, you know, the top of the map. That's the only time that zero gravity in space actually takes effect on your character. So there is no zero G, like zero gravity like there was on Moon Zombies a couple of years back. So you guys don't have to worry about that. I know there are a lot of people that were worried about that prior to the game coming out, so it was getting the game was getting a lot of flack. It was already being hated on as being a bad game, when in reality the game wasn't even out yet. So I think it's got that going for it. The game, it feels a lot more fast-paced compared to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 did have this perk, however, called Afterburner. It allowed your thrusters to recharge quicker, which allowed you to jump higher, faster. You could slide around the map, move faster around the map, get from point A to point B a lot quicker. In this game, that's not a thing. That perk does not exist. So the game it should be slowed down by quite a bit, but it's not. The game actually, for me at least, because of my aggressive Call of Duty playstyle, it plays a lot quicker, which I don't mind at all because I like a fast-paced, I like a fast-paced playstyle, up in your face, because nobody really knows how to counter that unless you're a professional Call of Duty player. The guns, some major complaints about the guns that I have, at least. For one, the sniping in Black Ops 3 was way too difficult, at least it was for me. I know a lot of people had that issue where they just could not snipe very well, and then there were people like Spratty and Pomage that could do sniping better than red gunning. I couldn't in Black Ops 3, but I can in Infinite Warfare, which means that the sniping in Infinite Warfare is way too easy. The reason that I say it is way too easy is because it seems like there's a significant amount of aim assist and there are a couple of guns, like the Widowmaker sniper rifle, which is the third sniper rifle you unlock. I believe you unlock it at level 22, in the beta at least. And it fires 2 rounds, so it's kind of like a PO6 copycat wannabe type gun. The PO6 was a 3-round burst sniper rifle in Black Ops 3. It shot 3 rounds before maybe 2 or 3, maybe less than that, seconds after you fired those 2 rounds, or those 3 rounds, 3 more would be loaded into the gun, and you would be able to shoot 3 more. and it was kind of like a spam gun, but it turned out to be probably one of the better sniper rifles in most recent Call of Duty years. I 100% agree with that. The P06 was pretty much the only sniper rifle that I was able to get. I believe that it was the only sniper rifle that I actually got a 5-man with. The Widowmaker is basically the same exact type of sniper rifle, however, it's bolt action. And usually with bolt action rifles in real life and in Call of Duty or Battlefield, the gun shoots 1 round per bolt or 1 round per pullback, which allows you to, it shoots 1 bullet and then you pull the bolt back, slides another bullet into the chamber, and then you can fire again maybe a little over a second later. In the Infinite Warfare beta, the Widowmaker fires 2 bullets per pullback, and I think they both do around the same exact damage, so you're less likely to get a hit marker, whereas in BO3 you had to hit at least 2 bullets with the P06 to actually get a kill, unless your first bullet was a headshot, whereas in this game it seems like the Widowmaker just outputs the same exact damage, which is like 99% damage or something like that, with both bullets. So pretty easy gun to use. I think sniping is absolutely 100% way too easy in that game. Hopefully they making it a little bit difficult, because snipers are extremely annoying to deal with, especially when you're a high kill streak. You walk around the corner, and then there's that one guy that's just sitting there L-triggered the entire map, that's just looking over this one hallway, not moving for the entire match, and then you're dead. A lot of the guns, however, are absolutely amazing. Take, for instance, the Assault Rifle SMG Hybrid, which is the 3rd SMG you unlock in the game. I don't remember what the gun's called. All I know is that I went on some mad streaks, mad tears with it. It's basically works like the Ripper from Call of Duty Ghosts. You press Y, or you hold Y in this game to switch weapons. And when I say switch weapons, I mean you actually switch weapons. You pull back, I guess, some type of I don't want to say bolt because it's not a sniper rifle, but it's like you pull or you push forward the barrel of your gun and it becomes an assault rifle, and then if you press and hold Y or triangle, I think it is for you PlayStation users, it becomes a SMG again. It's in the SMG category, but it's got the damage of an assault rifle, so it's it's an awesome gun. That gun is definitely going to be nerfed on probably the day 1 update, just because of how powerful it is. Other than that, all the guns are pretty balanced. In some maps, SMGs will dominate against ARs, and then in other maps, ARs will dominate against SMGs. There aren't very many swing maps. Yeah, you could obviously use an SMG on one map and do really, really well, even though it's, a longer ranged map. I'm not saying that you can't use an assault rifle on a close quarters map at all. It just seems like the game kind of favors SMGs, or at least that's what I've noticed. It seems like the game favors SMGs from my point of view. The maps, getting back into that, there are only like 2 maps maybe that have the zero gravity thing. And zero gravity only takes effect over your character when you're shot and killed. You can watch your body float up towards the sky and then get stopped by a ceiling. So there is no zero G gravity, no zero gravity gunfights in the game. The only time that you have that gravity isn't taking effect on your character is when you're using your thrusters, which don't last a very long time anyways. So that's fine. Other than that, guys, there isn't really anything to complain about with the game, at least not what I've noticed. Obviously, like I said, I've had plenty of time to sit down, play with the game, have fun with the game, and even reach the highest level in the beta. And honestly, I don't think Infinite Warfare deserves any of the hate that it's been receiving. I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing game. And yeah, I'm not condoning that it's going to be the best Call of Duty ever. Not saying that whatsoever. I just feel that it's going to be one of the better Call of Duties. So yeah. hopefully, the one major complaint that I have with the game, however, is the fact that if this was a really, really, really big problem in Black Ops 3, and it kind of started in Advanced Warfare and carried over to Black Ops 3. There used to be this thing, some of you probably won't even remember, but there used to be this thing where if you got into a gunfight with someone, unless they are an extremely lucky person, if you got into a gunfight with someone, they were going to lose that gunfight because you had first shot. In Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, that kind of went away. They made the game easier for people that aren't very, very good at the game. They made it a lot easier. I didn't agree with this, obviously. Didn't agree with this whatsoever. And Infinite Warfare has that issue, and it's like times 10. The game is very, very, very easy to win gunfights in. It doesn't even require that fast of a reaction time like older Call of Duties did. And I say that because I've gotten in plenty of gunfights where I've gotten the first shot, I've gotten, you know, the luck of the draw, basically. I shot at the person before he could even react because my reaction time is faster, and I still end up losing the gunfight even though all of my bullets were on target. And usually Treyarch games are the games that have the issues with bullet registration. If you guys don't know what bullet registration is, it's when your bullet actually hits the person that you're trying to shoot at. It's when the hit marker pops up, and that is bullet registry. If you're not getting any hit markers, then your bullets aren't registering, and you're either lagging or there's some other problem with the game. And Infinity Warfare games have been pretty good with hit registration their entire time that they've been making Call of Duty. Treyarch has had some issues in the past with hit registration. Black Ops 3 was definitely a prime example of that. I've gotten into plenty of GBs where this guy's ninja defusing a bomb, or at least trying to. I catch him. I put 100 rounds of, this is a little over-exaggeration, but I put a lot of rounds of an M8 or a VMP or an RK5 into him, and he just does not die. That's because of the bullet registration issues that Treyarch has, and they still haven't fixed them yet. So hopefully this game, maybe it's just because people have way too much health. It does feel like people have a lot of health in that game, and also health takes forever to regen as well, which is also another quite a big problem for me, at least, because, you know, my fast-paced play style, if I get shot at and I turn around and I kill the guy that's shooting at me, I just want to move on. I don't want to have to sit in a corner and wait for my health to regen. Obviously that's not the case now, because I actually have to sit, find a corner where I'm going to be safe for a couple of seconds for my health to regen. But keep in mind, it is just the beta. I'm sure these issues will be ironed out, and if they're not, then there's going to be some pretty big issues. But we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully everything does get fixed before the release. Otherwise there's going to be a lot of issues. People are going to be very, very angry, and that's not going to be very, you know, that's not going to be good for the game. But getting into some of the stuff that I actually wanted to talk about that revolves around the game, but it requires, like, me playing it. I had like 2 or 3 gameplays actually recorded for you guys to watch. And one of them was supposed to be uploaded today, one of them was supposed to be uploaded on Saturday. Another one was supposed to be uploaded on Friday night, actually, and another one was supposed to be uploaded on Sunday. And finally, the last one ending on Monday, which is the day the beta actually ends. So I had a lot of gameplay prepared. I was going to stream, but I didn't know if I should or not, so I just didn't. I always still can if I wanted to, however. So I might stream on Sunday, I just don't know yet. So we'll have to wait and see if I'm up to streaming, but I completely lost my train of thought just now, so that's always a good thing. Oh yeah, So some of the gameplays, since you guys aren't going to be able to watch them because I'm unable to upload them because of my uploading issues, I might as well just tell you guys what the gameplay was about, and if I actually am able to upload, then you guys can see it there. But if I'm not able to upload, then nothing to worry about. So right here, sorry, I'm trying to finish up all this roofing for the tunnel so I can go up top and start placing dirt above it so it doesn't look like there is just this huge tunnel in the way of everything. So looks like we're finished with the tunnel roof. We're gonna go ahead and go back to the house and go to sleep, and while I'm on my jury little jog over there, so today I was playing. I actually woke up pretty early. I was in a lot of pain this morning when I woke up. And early for me on a Saturday is usually 11 o'clock. Today I woke up at like 9, maybe 8 even. So I was up really early. And I got on and I decided to play because I couldn't go back to sleep. And like my third or fourth game on, I was on terminal. I was just hanging out. I wasn't really trying, obviously. It's just a beta. None of my stuff is going to be saved, even though I did reach match rank. And I probably won't get the game. Just because I don't have the money for it right now. I don't have a job still. I'm still working on trying to get one of those. But I was on terminal, and the entire other team was, you know, they were a clan. They were the Empire clan. There was like 4 or 5 of them. And it just so happened that the game that I decided to record was the game where I was just doing extremely well. All of my shots were hitting. My reaction time was on point. I was basically unstoppable, and I made an entire other team rage quit. I was like 22-2. Both times that I died, I was shot in the back, so that kind of sucks. But made the entire other team rage quit, and it was actually kind of funny because not only did the 4 or 5 of them in their little clan rage quit, but the rest of the guys that were in the game, feel bad for them, but the rest of the guys that were in the game actually had to leave. Well, they didn't have to leave, but they chose to left, or they chose to left. They chose to leave because of the of it just not being fair. It was like 6. It would have been 6 versus 2, so they just left. They it was kind of funny actually. So that was one thing that happened. The gameplay was a lot more exciting, obviously, than me just explaining it, but the gameplay that I actually had recorded for you guys to watch was this TDM on Frost, which is one of the maps in the game, where I just went on this absolute tear and destroyed everything that the other team stood for. And I just realized this tunnel really got wide near the end. I didn't realize that. But it wasn't the best game that I actually ever played on an Infinite Warfare, but it was my second game, and I went on a streak. It was like I was getting triple teamed, and I would just turn around, I'd kill all of them, and it would be pretty cool looking. And I actually got like 2 turn-ons in a row or something like that, which is kind of difficult to do because you're probably already weak from the first one, and it being Infinite Warfare and your health taking 3.5 years to regenerate. But I mean, it was fun. It was pretty cool. And then the gameplay wasn't the best gameplay, because it was my second game on Infinite Warfare. I wasn't used to the controls yet. But it still would have been a half decent gameplay for you guys to watch. It just sucks that I won't be able to upload it. I'll try uploading it maybe one more time tonight, while I'm watching a movie or something. But this is a pretty long episode. We haven't talked anything Minecraft really. It's all been Infinite Warfare. So I guess it's just like a review of Infinite Warfare, even though we're playing Minecraft. I really wish that I would have been able to do a review on Infinite Warfare, because that would have been, you know, people would have been more likely to click on the video. That and Infinite Warfare was actually, it was quite a bit of fun to play. I enjoyed it. I had a pretty good time playing it. Even though it had a lot of bugs, like the party system was really messed up. It was a pain to get into lobbies with your friends. Sometimes your game would freeze as soon as you join their lobby, so you'd have to restart your game and stuff like that. But I mean, it was fun. It's been a while since I've actually just sat down, had a load of fun with friends, our competitiveness, you know, who carries who, even though I'm the one that is always carrying them. It was a lot of fun, and even though I'm probably not going to get the game when it comes out, I might if I have, you know, the spare money and stuff like that. But if I don't, then obviously I won't get it. But it was just really fun. It was great to sit down with friends and hang out, have a blast and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a fun time. I actually miss times like that because it's been a really long time since I've just sat down and played with friends, and I just realized that doesn't go there on Call of Duty. So it was fun. But what we really need to do is we need to go drop some of this stuff off. So we're not really gonna need any of this anymore, for now at least. We're gonna come back for the oak wood, like logs, because we're gonna actually need those for when we're starting to make the tunnel. These shovels we're gonna need later, but we need a lot of room for all of what we're about to do. So full dirt chests, that should be enough. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go fill the top of that tunnel, because as you saw, it kind of just looked like let's actually see how funny this looks from a aerial perspective. So what we're gonna do is game, whoa, it's all in caps, game mode creative, and then we're gonna go ahead and fly up and see it kind of, that's why I wanted to cover it in dirt, because then you wouldn't really see it from above, except the entrance and the exit. It just kind of it looks like a ship crashed and just left a big opening, but that doesn't need to be there, so that's why we're getting rid of it. We'll probably extend the exit. I'm obviously going to make it look a little bit better from the inside. I'm deciding on whether I'm going to do that in the next episode. The only problem that I have with the tunnel is that it's kind of low. So I guess we could do something. If we do, you know, it's not too late. We can always just remove some of the dirt and change what we want to change. But we're going to go ahead and go back into survival. I'm having so many issues typing today. I don't know how to type. There we go. I just made myself look like a proper idiot, forgetting how to spell survival. I'm not good under pressure, obviously. What I wanted to do for the top here, though, is that since it's it probably wouldn't work very well since the tunnel isn't even everywhere like it is on the exit and the entrances, is to make it 3 high in the middle to kind of add a little bit more headroom and make it seem a little less claustrophobic. But what I'm going to do is, instead of raising it, I'm going to lower it in 2 areas, and that might fix part of the issue. I'm not 100% sure it will, but the only way to find out is to actually do it. So I took way more dirt than I actually needed, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to get rid of some of this dirt. But I've actually done projects in, you know, past Minecraft worlds where I need dirt to fill in a lot of area, and I don't have the dirt to do it because I threw all the dirt that I had in my chests into lava to get rid of all of it. So we're gonna try and not do that and just keep all the dirt just in case we need it for future projects. We're just gonna go ahead and leave that there, and I guess we'll go ahead and go back. And I'm deciding if I want to leave this open or not. I think we might leave this open, just because little natural lighting at the beginning of the tunnel. But what we really need to do is we need to figure out what we're going to do on the inside of the tunnel because I don't want to just keep it looking like that with cobblestone and dirt all over the place. So what I think we're going to do is we're actually going to take... Well, first we're going to put all of this back in the chest. So we only got rid of 2 stacks. What I think we're going to do is we're going to take these. We're not going to turn them into planks. And we're going to take these. And I still have my shovels on me. Okay, that's good. I do still have my axe. What I think we're going to do is we're going to make some nice patterns on the walls to make it a little bit nicer looking. And we could do it with stone as well. But we actually need to move this someplace else. So what we need to do first is we need to put all of our shovels in our inventory, or as much as we possibly can, which is pretty much all of them. And we need to start chipping away at all the dirt on the walls. So this is gonna take a while. Times like these is when I wish I had stories to tell. I guess we could talk about since, you know, I know we're playing Minecraft, but I don't really know what to talk about right here. We're just digging out a tunnel. So what I'm going to talk about is the Call of Duty 4 remastered. So I've been playing Call of Duty for an extended period of time. I've been playing Call of Duty since I was like 2 or 3 years old. So a very, very, very long time. So Call of Duty's always been a really, like, just my go-to game. I was always really good at it. I always had a lot of fun playing it. And that's why I started my YouTube channel off Call of Duty. And I really wish that I could have stuck with Call of Duty, only posted that, or majority posted that only. But obviously I ran into some difficulties. The Xbox is, you know, it's a pain to actually post on, because there's a whole, like, lengthy process that you have to do. And I just didn't want to continue to keep doing that, so I stopped posting on the Xbox and I went to PC and started posting there. So Call of Duty 4 was one of the first, like, multiplayer Call of Duties that I played. Really the only part of Call of Duty that I played prior to that was the campaign. And don't get me wrong, Call of Duty 2, awesome campaign. Call of Duty 3, even better. Big Red 1, awesome campaign as well. You know, I think Call of Duty, up until recent history, has had some of the best storyline in gaming, apart from, like, Halo. And I've been playing Halo for an extended period of time as well. But since COD 4 was the first multiplayer game that I played, that game is always going to be, like, it's going to be a special game to me, because not only is it my favorite Call of Duty, but it's probably the best Call of Duty in terms of multiplayer. It was made early on in Call of Duty multiplayer and stuff like that, so it still had bugs that nobody really knew about, that's bound to happen with multiplayer. You take Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, for example. They're prime examples of issues, which kind of sucks, but I guess it happens, and I've somehow managed to confuse myself. I think this needs to go out, or it needs to stay. I have no idea what's even happening right now. Maybe the pattern was messed up. I think the pattern was messed up, but I don't feel like going through. Whoop. Okay, I'm just gonna break it with my hand. That's way too much work to go into my inventory. But I think that COD 4 Remastered is gonna be epic. Personally, I think it's gonna be epic. Could be wrong, could be right. I don't know what they did to it. They might have screwed something up. They might have completely, totally ruined the game. The only way to find out is to actually play it. Obviously, we didn't get a beta for it, so we don't know. I don't know why this is like this. It's actually kind of pissing me off because this pattern was nice until I started until I started taking blocks away. So I guess this is just going to be the one exception. With some weird pattern that it's going to get on my nerves, but I just have to deal with it. So since we're done with those, we're going to go ahead and put that in our inventory. These and that. And what I think we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and, whoops. We're going to put this bottom layer like this. That stupid pattern. And I'll do this, and I'll keep talking about Modern Warfare Remastered. But saw some gameplay from not E3, but from COD XP. Looked pretty good. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they didn't mess anything up. COD 4 was, even though it was buggy and it had some minor issues. One of the issues being all the modders, but that's just bound to happen with a game that's, past its life cycle. Take a look at World at War. Just did a video on that game, so I know how bad it is. Well, not how bad it is because I didn't play multiplayer, but I know what it's like because I've played the multiplayer while it's been, in that type of condition. I just hope that, I really, really, really hope that it didn't mess anything up. I hope that they kept pretty much everything the same. But by the looks of it, they probably changed a few things that shouldn't have been changed, that should have just been left alone. But we'll just have to wait, see, find out. Hopefully everything is good. But if I don't end up on a trip down memory lane while I'm playing that game, I'm gonna be quite annoyed actually, because that game is like part of my childhood. And it's probably a part of a lot of your childhoods as well. So it's always funny meeting people that just started playing Call of Duty, like in most recent years. Like I met someone where they weren't an older, or they weren't a younger person either. They were an older guy, and their first Call of Duty was Black Ops 3, and it was. I kind of wanted to laugh, but at the same time I didn't. And then there's guys like me, and the Call of Duty pros that have been playing Call of Duty for years now, that just find it, it's basically like we're getting tired of some of the changes. And I know exactly why have been changes to the game. It's because all people did was complain that Call of Duty is the same thing every single year. And that's why it is what it is now, because all people did was complain, and then they started, changing it up, and then all people did was complain even more. So it's like a lose-lose situation. It's like, what are they supposed to do? They listen to us, they lose money. They do what they want, they lose money. So it's I understand completely and totally why we have boosters and stuff like that now, because we complained that Call of Duty was getting boring and it was the same thing every single year, which it was, but it had some differences. Like the differences from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were so big that I actually didn't even really like Modern Warfare 3 that much. It was probably my least favorite Call of Duty of the franchise. That's no one's fault. That's mine. Even though I didn't like it, it was still a good game. I was just really bad at it, which is why I didn't play it. I didn't like the game, so I didn't play it. That's no one's fault but mine. But then you get the people that, they hate on the game, they say that it sucks, and then more and more people jump on the bandwagon, and then they start panicking because that's how they make money. If you were in their situation, you would be panicking as well. So, yeah. So that's my thoughts on everything that's been going on with Call of Duty the last couple of years. We're playing Minecraft and we're talking about Call of Duty. Let's talk about Minecraft. So what we're going to do here, guys, you see the pattern that I'm doing. It's going to be the exact same pattern on the opposite side. We're going to go through a lot of oak wood. Luckily, this is where the pattern ends, so we can start going this way now. And we got to do that on the other side, and then we're done. So that actually looks good. I like that. Yeah, that looks really good. I like that. That's nice. So we just got to go do the same thing over here. Is there really a need for me to place all this cobblestone here? No, not really. It's kind of just there to help guide. We're putting dirt on this side, obviously. This screwed up pattern, though, is really going to get on my nerves, like, in the future. I can already tell. We might not even use this tunnel that much. Who knows? I imagine that we will, though, because this area is where there's a big lake / ocean. I believe we can. I believe the ocean is over here too. I just don't know for sure. So probably going to be visiting this area quite often, which means we'll be using this tunnel quite often. Which is why I'm trying to make it nice, because we're going to be here all the time, pretty much. Because as soon as we finish with this area back home, like, this is where the area, like, my little canyon where I built the house, that's where we're going to be spending the majority of our time, but we still, you know, we want to branch out. We want to build in other areas of the map, so we're not just stuck in this one area for the entire time, like, our entire duration of being in this world. And speaking of this world, I might be starting up a Minecraft server with a good friend of mine. We might play on this world. We might play on a custom survival world. I don't really know for sure. We haven't really talked about it much. He works and he's in college, so he doesn't have a whole lot of time to just sit down and play for an hour or two. So no worries on him. I just messed that up. No worries if you're watching, buddy. It would just be pretty cool. So this pattern's it looks good. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? I think it's nice. This two things need to go away though, because that does not look good. And I guess since actually I guess that can stay, and we'll go ahead and extend this out by one since we can, and this will just be the exit, so you can actually see the exit and the entrance to our little canyon. So we actually need one more piece right here, and you're actually going to be able to see that, which is nice. That needs to go there, and then we need a shovel. That's not what we need. We need a shovel and our pickaxe, which is already in our hotbar. And I think that looks pretty good. This needs to go there. Oh, missed. There we go. Wait a minute. Something's not right here. It's these two. Whoops, messed that up. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I like it. However, I don't like this. So we'll just move all this back by one, so you can see our nice wood pattern. And then what I think we'll do is we'll take all this up, because this doesn't need to be here. And we'll do this. Place blocks wildly and miss every place that I actually want to put a block. There we go. I think that looks, I like it. It looks good. Alright, let's look at it from this angle. It's like a nice ominous, well, it's not really ominous. It's, oh, this is actually really, this is nice. I like this. This is the only problem though. So this needs to be taken away. You can stay, and then this needs to be taken away. I think that looks pretty good. Too bad the sugar cane's in the way, so we can't actually see our full pattern. Is it even now? Okay, it's even now. We're good. Like, I'm making stuff up as I go. Trying to make everything look better. So we can do this too, I guess. And then I guess we could extend the walkway by 1. Ooh, no. I know what we should do. Oh, this will look good. Yeah, looks good. And since it's even, why not? And then we'll put 1 there once we move all the sugarcane. There we go, guys. That looks pretty good. I like it. Now let's actually go ahead and remove all these torches, and we'll go back and we'll replace all of them in a nicer, orderly fashion. I was just lighting it up so I had a light area, obviously, to work in. There we go. So the exit way will eventually make it as nice as the entrance way, but for now it's just going to have to remain the same like this. So we'll put 1 there, and 1 there, and then we'll put 1 there, and 1 there. And since this one doesn't have a middle, we won't put anything. We'll put 1 there, and 1 right here. There. There. There, and there. We might have to space them a little bit closer so it lights up the area a little bit better. Okay, you know what? Screw it being even. It's going to take way too long. There we go. I think it looks good. Let's make sure that everything is lit up properly. Not too dark in some places, and I think that looks great, guys. We'll do something with this to make it look a little bit better, because it kind of drops down into a lower part of the world. But yeah, there we go. The Great Tunnel is complete, and I think it looks pretty good. Somebody actually posted in the comments section, make a wall and make America great again. So Trump joke, obviously. I don't know how I'd build a wall, but to you, funny comment. I have no opinion in this year's election and stuff like that, so I'm not going to say anything about it. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this little lake real quick, and we'll move it to someplace else. I don't know where we're going to put it. We have all the sugarcane that we're ever going to need for right now. We'll keep the sand, and hopefully I'll remember about it. We'll keep the sand in this chest as our sugarcane sand. Obviously, there's no difference between sugarcane sand and regular sand, but what I actually should have done first is went ahead and blocked all this water off so I didn't have that issue. So this bye-bye pond, this pond has been here since episode, 1 of the series. So, yeah. Goodbye, sugarcane pond. You will be missed. That was a big pond. It took almost up an entire stack of dirt. So, we'll go ahead and get all this sand scooped up, and we'll go ahead and put it in our sugarcane chest, and hopefully I'll remember that this is the sugarcane sand just in case, because I use pretty much all the sand that I have for glass making, obviously, because we needed a lot of glass for the house. And I'm deciding on whether I want to keep playing and make this just an epic, really long Minecraft episode, or if I just want to call it quits for this episode and go watch my movie. Because if you guys don't know, I think I said it in the last video, I'm actually watching Lord of the Rings. This weekend is the Lord of the Rings marathon, and I just keep misplacing everything. So let's get a good look at our tunnel from a cleaned out perspective, and I think that looks good. It's not really symmetrical with us over here, but we can push this back. We already put the tunnel up. We can't push that back. Mine over here, we need to really do something with this entranceway and make the entrance to the mine a lot nicer. But this is our first done, successful looking project. Let's go ahead and walk through it again. I wish the world would load. We'll walk through it, and here we're in our nice little canyon area. Well, not really canyon area, but our nice little lake area. We'll do a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Got to remember that. This is just one random block of water. And this is, well, I'll do something with this. I'll make it a lot bigger. Hey, look, sand. I'll make it a lot bigger, a lot nicer in the future. But for now, we're just going to leave it like that. And we're going to get back to the house, because that's what we really have to finish. So we're at 51 minutes. Almost an hour long. I've been talking for almost an hour. No wonder my throat hurts. I went ahead and took a drink. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started on the roof. And then once we hit 55 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, because this video is going to take forever to render and upload. So go ahead and put everything back where it goes. All the dirt in here. Full chest of cobblestone. Cobblestone. Granite. Andesite. Diorite. And then we need to go put this dirt in the garden chest. Which is another thing that we really need to do, is that we need to make that bigger. And hopefully I'll remember that that is our sugarcane sand. And off to bed we go. So we've been needing to put a roof on this house for like forever, for a really long time. This house has needed a roof. You guys have seen how much building I've done. I've gone through like 2 diamond pickaxes. I've gone through almost an entire diamond axe. I've gone through 2 diamond shovels. That's how much like landscaping we've been doing. It's quite a bit. So we need to put that in there. Running low on coal. We need to go start mining again. We really need to get bookshelves. That's seriously the next thing on my list. So I don't know why I did this, but I did. So we actually need to go back down in the storage room and get our wooden planks. So we're gonna need all of them this time, which isn't that much because we used a whole bunch of them. So we're gonna need some of. We'll take a stack of that. Well, almost the whole stack, and we'll start putting the roof on. So I don't really know how the roof is gonna work for this particular building because of the panes and how tall the roof would have to be. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Darn it. Okay, so we'll just start right here. And hopefully everything will flow smoothly. If it doesn't, then that's really going to suck. We'll try and keep to the highest point, which is going to be like here. And then we're going to run into some issues because it's going to it's going to affect our glass panes. But hopefully, if we have to, we'll just change this wall of glass into so I'll probably make that into some glass, but this is where it's going to get kind of dumb because the ceiling is going to get really, really low in this area, which is not what I want. So what I think we're going to do is we'll do this. That'll be one low spot, and that'll be the only low spot. And then it'll decline right here. and then it'll decline right there. So yes, I'm absolutely making this up as I go because I'm not 100% sure on what to do. But I don't think that actually looks half bad. The only problem is this, but we can probably move this up by a little bit. Of course we can, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll put that there. And now there's a little bit more space, and we'll put some glass there. Let's see if you can actually notice the problem right here. The glass does not need to be here whatsoever, but we're just going to leave it. We'll just leave it. I think it looks nice. You know, glass is great. Gives you light, natural light, I guess. So this is where it's going to start getting just a little bit more awkward. The ceiling is going to come pretty low, which is not what I want, but it's going to happen. So I guess here... Yeah, that's, I mean, it's gonna happen. This is where the roof is supposed to start because it's 2 glass high, so as long as everything matches up, then we should be good, but if it doesn't, then we might run into some issues. So I wonder if I can get rid of this. That was surprisingly beneficial. There we go. Cool. Now the ceiling can stay pretty high, and then I can get rid of, so that's going to go there, and then I'm going to break all of these blocks here because they don't need to be here, and I'm going to put glass here. I'm just going to put glass blocks here because panes are kind of a pain. Get it? No. My dad made that joke earlier, and the entire family was gonna like jump him. But we're at 57 minutes. We're at almost an hour. This is longer than the zombies video that I posted last night. So we're gonna go ahead and call it quits. I really want to keep playing, but at the same time I can't. So I might record another episode after this. I'm not entirely sure, but I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video for this extra long Minecraft video. I know none of you guys really asked for it. I just felt like doing it, so I did. But yeah, if you could leave a like, it'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Usually I post daily. Usually. Sometimes things don't work out and I end up running into something that I got to do and stuff like that. You guys get the whole deal. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been Aquas, guys. Again, hope you all enjoyed. And this is where I leave the episode off. Longest outro ever. I'll catch you guys in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.